it's not taking up a lot of the screen real estate. So this is probably the default live stream that most of you guys see. And what I can do is during loading screens, I can go ahead and just click full webcam and it'll switch back to me in full frame. Now I apologize for the lag, guys. Again, I'm doing this.
Link in the description below if you're on mobile. Of course, the first two biggest requirements to be a good streaming PC. So the second, if you still haven't downloaded the software, go ahead and pause the video and then come back to the video once you do have it downloaded and are on the screen. Anyways, from here, what you want to do is just go ahead and click on the settings button, and from here we're actually just going to set up the quality of your stream and all that good stuff. So obviously right here you can pick your language. I'll keep English, but there's a ton of options. You can also pick your theme, so I actually like dark because I don't know, it just looks better for me. And from here you want to click on stream, and we're actually going to come back to this in a couple of minutes, but from here go ahead and click on output, and this is where you're actually going to set up your quality. So what I like to do is just set my audio bitrate at 128, leave the encoder at software x264, and for bitrate, this is where you want to open up your browser and go to the speed test website. Alright guys, so I just opened up my browser again, and as you can see I do have a click on stream, and we're actually going to come back to this in a couple of minutes, but from here go ahead and click on output, and this is where you're actually going to set up your quality. So what I like to do is just set my audio bitrate at 128, leave the encoder at software x264, and for bitrate, this is where you want to open up your browser and go to the speed test website. Alright guys, so I just opened up my browser again, and as you can see I do have a 4.3 megabyte speed, or megabit speed. So what I'm going to do is just change my video bitrate to 3200, or anything that's basically less than 4000. So for example, say you had a 2 megabyte speed or megabit speed, you could just change yours to 1500, or maybe even 2000 would be good for your video. But what you want to do is not make it all the way to the same as your upload speed if you do have something lower than 100, because then your internet's definitely going to lag more than it normally does. But if you keep it at a solid median like 3200, then you should be fine. So for me 3200 is fine, but basically adjust it to whatever speed you have. If you have something that's like 50 for your upload speed or something, then you'll be fine at just keeping this at like 8000 or 10,000, but 3200 is the sweet spot for me. From here I'm just gonna go ahead and click on apply, and right here are some recording settings if you do want to change anything like that if you're doing something locally, but in our case, since we're just streaming, this is all we have to modify. And once you change all that good stuff up, go ahead and click on the simple button right here and then click on advanced, and from here what you want to do is change this from very fast to somewhere in the middle, kind of like faster or fast. Basically if you have like a lower end computer, you want to keep it in the ultra fast, super fast, very fast range, but if you have a super nice computer, then you can move it from medium to like very slow and placebo or something like that. But I'm just gonna keep mine at like faster because that will be fine for me, and from there you should be good to go. Oh, and one more thing, if you do want to stream in something other than what your display currently is, then all you have to do is just click on the rescale output button, and then you can basically change it to wherever you want. But I'm fine with streaming in 1080p because I know that I can handle it, so I'm just gonna uncheck that and leave it at 1080p, click on apply, and then we're set to go from there. Alright guys, so now what we want to do is just go to stream, and this is where you can actually set up your streaming service. So what we want to do is click on YouTube or YouTube Gaming. You can leave this at the primary YouTube server, and now we want to find our stream key. So I'm going to teach you guys how to find your stream key. I'm going to blur mine out, but definitely just go to the same place that I go to and just copy and paste what I'm going to be doing. And one thing that you want to make sure is that you never show anyone what your stream key is, because if they find out what it is, that means that they're actually able to live stream off of your YouTube account. So from here, once you go to live streaming, I'm just going to quickly make my screen bigger, and from here, once you scroll down, you'll be able to see your stream name or key. So all you have to do is just click on reveal. And it also says that anyone with this key can live stream to your YouTube channel, so you want to keep it a secret. So I'm just going to quickly copy it, and once you do have it copied, you can also reset it in case someone does ever get it, but once you have it copied, go back to OBS and just go ahead and paste it, and from there you can go ahead and click on apply. If you click on the video tab, you're also able to see what your current resolution is and your output resolution, but this is mainly just for recording purposes only. And you can also change your streaming to 60 FPS if you do want to do that, which I do, so I'm just going to click on apply. And once you've done all of that, all you have to do is click on OK, and now you want to add a source. So for my source, I'm just going to add my actual monitor capture or display capture, and I'm just going to click on OK, and as you can see, now I'll be streaming whatever on my screen. I'm gonna click on OK right there, and that's really all I want to stream. You can also just like kind of zoom in and out if you want to, but theoretically you could add like gameplay and stuff like that, maybe even a webcam or anything you want. All you have to do is just click on the plus button. If you want to add a webcam, you can click video capture device. If you have a game capture like an Elgato, you can do the same thing, and basically you can just mess around with the sources until you have something you like. And once you're, that's really all I want to stream. You can also just like kind of Also change your streaming to 60 FPS if you do want to do that, which I do, so I'm just going to click on apply. And once you've done all of that, all you have to do is click on OK, and now you want to add a source. So for my source, I'm just going to add my actual monitor capture or display capture, and I'm just going to click on OK. And as you can see, now I'll be streaming whatever on my screen. I'm going to click on OK right there, and that's really all I want to stream. You can also just like kind of zoom in and out if you want to, but theoretically you could add like gameplay and stuff like that, maybe even a webcam or anything you want. All you have to do is just click on the plus button. If you want to add a webcam, you can click video capture device. If you have a game capture like an Elgato, you can do the same thing. And basically you can just mess around with the sources until you have something you like. And once you're good from there, all you have to do is click on the start streaming button. So I'm just going to quickly set up my stream so it goes private and none of my subscribers actually see what I'm doing. What you want to do is actually make sure this stays on public. So I'll be back when I am done with that. Alright guys, so as you can see, I basically made mine private so none of my subscribers will actually see this pop up in their sub box in a couple of minutes. And I just added a title and a description. So this is what you would want to do if you're actually properly streaming to your subscribers. And from there, all you have to just do is click on start streaming on OBS, and it'll start connecting to your YouTube service, and from there you're going to start streaming. So
let's do that now. Let's just start
I reach for the stars and my teacher responded. The evils will try to defeat all your progress. I'm leading regardless. The energy's harnessed. I look deep inside when I'm sick and we're gone.
Let's gonna catch me. Thank you.